Hello you guys and welcome back. So in honor of the Sephora holiday bonus sale, I wanted to share an updated video with my makeup favorites. I feel like it's been a while, and as I was pulling everything together for this video, I realized there's things that are very much the same, but then there's so many new products that I've tried over the course of this past year that have easily been added into my favorites that it was time for an updated video to show you guys what I've tried, what I love, what I would recommend to you guys. So I cannot wait to go through everything. I'm looking at this little pile next to me and it's a lot. I didn't think I would have that much for this video, and now I'm sitting here worried that it might be too long. So let's just go ahead, get started, jump right on in. Everything will be linked down below in the description box if you want to check any of it out. And then as far as the Sephora sale goes, it kicks off on the 28th, and then if you're familiar with it, usually they have a tiered structure with who can shop when based on your VIB status. So Rouge is first, and then VIB, and then an Insider. So I'll put the information down below in the description box as well in case you need a reference. And of course we'll link their site, which will have all the details too. But I've been so chatty in this intro. Let's kick it off. I think I'm just gonna start with foundation products first. This combo, I feel like I've definitely shared before. I've posted this nonstop all over my Instagram ever since I've gotten them in, but they are so beautiful, so stunning. I love these two products tremendously. So it's the Tarte Glotion, which this is so beautiful. It's really comparable, I would say, to like the L'Oreal Glotion, Lumi Glotion, in terms of consistency and how it looks on the skin. It's really light. It feels like a moisturizer, but it has a little bit of tint to it and it has some glow. I just absolutely love it. It's beautiful on its own, and it's even more beautiful layered under foundation or a product like this. This is the Tarte Hydroflex Serum. I have the shade 36S, and this stuff is so weightless, but it packs so much coverage. I was definitely skeptical when I first went to try this out because I tend to like just more full coverage products. So I just didn't really know what to expect with it, but it is stunning. I love this in photos. I love wearing this, especially in the summertime. It is so lightweight. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to feel like they have a lot of makeup on, but does want a little bit of coverage, this would probably be your best friend. So I can't recommend it enough. I don't know if you can hear it, but like it's very liquidy, and I love applying this with a brush. It goes on so flawlessly. And then another foundation that I tried out recently is this Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. Stunning. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. The coverage is beautiful. It looks so natural and skin-like, but it gets rid of any little imperfections. I love the formula, and the shade that I use is 2N26. I feel like it's such a perfect color match, and I love honestly blending this out with a damp beauty blender or a brush. Both are super gorgeous. So I was really impressed with this. I hadn't tried anything from Makeup Forever in years, and this was the first thing that I had got my hands on recently. I'm obsessed. And the last two little foundation products are from Iconic London, who I really just got into and started trying out this year as well, and another brand I've fallen in love with. Their products are so flawless, really beautiful, and if you're into a glowy, seamless complexion, like definitely check these out. So these are actually both new. This is their Underglow Blurring Primer. I'm wearing these two today, so if you like the way my makeup looks, then even more reason to check these two out. But this is super gorgeous. I usually don't like products that are labeled as blurring just because they tend to have that silicone-y feel, and I do not like that at all. But this isn't. It still has like that nice light, like moisturizing type feel to it. It's really beautiful, and I liked the bottle on this. And then this product is new. This is their Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint, and again, I'm so impressed. I'm like so surprised too, because usually I hear the word skin tint and I run the other direction because I'm just not usually into it. But I think this is so beautiful. It gives really great coverage. It layers well with other products, and it is so light on the skin. The shade that I have in this is Natural. Oh, neutral, sorry, neutral medium. I love this shade though. It has like a little bit of like a glowy tan to it, but it matches my body tan, so it just works out really, really nicely. I love this. So there's 3 concealers that I really do love that I feel like deserved a spot on this list and that I need to share with you guys. First one is a newer product. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I really, really like this. I liked the Radiant Skin or the Beautiful Skin foundation that I feel like was a toss-up. Some people really hated it, some people loved it. I personally really liked it, and I really like this concealer. It goes on super flawlessly, gives beautiful coverage. This color is like a perfect match for me too. It's 6.5 medium, and it doesn't crease. I just really, really like the formula, how it lays, how it looks, checks all the boxes. This is the one that I'm wearing today. This is from Jouer, and I don't actually, like, what is the name of this? It's the High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is a full coverage concealer. It's so beautiful. I live for a good full coverage concealer, and I really like the consistency of this. It's super hydrating, but it gives all the coverage. It layers well with other products. And I don't know, there's just something about this. I just love like the consistency of the product, how it goes on, how it lays, how it wears, all of it. And this shade I feel like is really good too. This one adds a little brightening for me because it's just like a smidge lighter than probably what I need. But I think it's perfect. It's in the shade Wheat, so love this one. And lastly for concealers is this one from Kosas. It's their Revealer Concealer. It's just so good. The hype is very real if you have not tried Kosas. I really like this. This is probably the lightest formula compared to the other 2. So out of the 3, this is definitely like the lightest in consistency. It's a little bit more fluid in my opinion. It's not quite as thick, but it still gives such great coverage, layers well with other products and under the under eye with powder and stuff, and it's brightening too, so I love that. The shade that I use is 3W, but I'm almost out. I think I have one more. We can still get a little product. But this one just feels like really hydrating under the eye too, which I always appreciate. And I especially love this all throughout summer when I wanted coverage, but I didn't want like a super thick product on my skin. Okay, moving on to cream contour. These 2 have me hooked. I just got this recently, but I really have been loving this. It's the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick in Baked. And do not be fooled by the size, because I know I was. If you all remember, a while back, I had bought this and then I returned it because I took this out of my package when I ordered it. It was actually the last Sephora sale, and I looked at it and I was like, there's no way I paid $20 for this. I was so disappointed. So I returned it, and then I kept seeing more and more people continue to use it. It looked so stunning. I went back, I repurchased it, and it's really gorgeous and it's so pigmented. I feel like this is gonna last a really long time, but I love the shade of it. It is like the perfect bronzy color, not too cool, not too warm, goes on beautifully, blends out beautifully. And then I also have really been loving the Rare Beauty bronzing stick as well. This one is in the shade Happy Soul. So this one is like right in the middle, I think. But the shade of this one is perfect. I will do a little swatch and show you. It's like the perfect bronze, like brown color, in my opinion. This one is a little bit more creamy, I feel like, than the Milk one. But both blend out really beautifully. They look beautiful on the skin. I'll just go ahead and swatch this one for you guys too, just so you can see it. Really, really nice. And moving on to cream blush, I feel like these are a no-brainer. The Rare Beauty blushes are gorgeous. They are so pigmented. These will last you forever. And it's just a beautiful cream blush. They blend out really nicely, whether you want to use a brush or your finger. I prefer a brush. And the shades are so gorgeous. They have a lot to choose from. This one's my favorite. It's in the shade Hope. And it's just like, let's see if I can swatch it. Here's a little dot for you guys. Let's see if it will focus. But I feel like this is just a really wearable everyday shade. I love this tone of pink. And then surprisingly enough, I've been using the slightly darker one too. This one's in the shade Encourage. I believe I swatched it in my last Sephora haul that I did. But it's like a really nice fall shade too if you want something that's a little bit darker, not quite as pinky as Hope. So then, two other products that I love, the Glowgasm wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't care if people think these are like overhyped. It's so gorgeous. This color is insane. I love it. Blends out so well. Whether you're somebody who wants to do like a full coverage, like super glam makeup look, I swatched it right here. Or if you're somebody who likes a really natural makeup look, this will work for either. This layers really well, or it looks so beautiful on its own for like a no makeup look. I love the glow that it has. The shade of it is just stunning. It's so pearlized and pink. Did I already say? I have the shade Pinkgasm. That's my favorite. And I know a lot of people complain about the top of these, but I think a lot of people don't realize that you have to close it back and then it won't keep oozing out. So side note if you have not tried this before. Okay, and last cream blush that I love is from Laura Mercier. This is the Tinted Moisturizer Blush, and I love these. Same, but different than the Charlotte Tilbury. This is another that I think whether you're going full glam or you want a no makeup look, this is beautiful for either one and will definitely work. The only difference is these are like more matte. They don't have that shimmer. Well, at least this shade doesn't. There's a couple shades that do, which are gorgeous. But this one's my favorite, and this is more of like a matte shade. It's Southbound, and I will do a little dot for you guys. It's the top dot here. Same, but different, I feel like, than Hope. The consistency is just completely different, but yeah, I've really been liking these. I grabbed for this all summer long. So these are the two bronzers that I find myself grabbing for the most out of my Sephora finds. This one is probably my favorite. It's from Fenty Beauty. It's their Sunstalker bronzer in Island Ting. I love the compact. I love the shade of this. It's so gorgeous, has the perfect amount of warmth in my opinion, and it just looks so beautiful over my cream bronzer products that I'm using, no matter what it is. And then this product I've fallen back in love with. This used to be one of my staples, and then I just kind of got away from it, and I ended up getting a new one this year and find myself grabbing this a lot. It's really beautiful and I love it. Haven't even said the name. It's the Benefit Hoola bronzer. They redid the packaging on these, which is nice, so it doesn't have like that little brush in here, which I think is great because I would never use that. But I just genuinely love the tone of this. It does always look great. It layers well, and you just can't go wrong with this one. As for powder blush, I am so in love with this. Wearing it today, but this is hands down one of my new favorite blushes of all time. It's Shelly, and it's also by Benefit. I don't know if you guys saw, but earlier in the year they came out with all these new blush shades, and this was one of them, and it is like the most perfect corally pink. It gives the most gorgeous glow to the skin. I think it even says on the back, seize the day, sweep this warm seashell pink blush on cheeks for a rosy radiant flush and soft shimmer finish. And that just really captures it. I love this. I think it's so pretty. It just like brings a little summer to the look. It brings some life to it. It's so gorgeous. And then this product is another one of my favorites. It has one blush, and then these, you can really do whatever, honestly though, with all of them, but it's the Backstage palette from Dior. I love this. I was so hesitant about getting this, and it's one of my most used palettes at this point. I love it. It looks great for everything, and I've used every single shade. I would say I use this shade the least, but these three I use all the time. They're so, so pretty. And I always get asked about what my inner corner highlight is for my shadow. I don't have it on today, but 9 times out of 10, it is this white shade here. It's so gorgeous, and I feel like it looks really intimidating, but you put it on and it looks so beautiful. It doesn't look like this stark white color. It just looks like this super glowy, like lit from within shade. So I'm obsessed with this. And then this is like a holiday release, but I love this. I've been grabbing this nonstop ever since I've gotten it in. This is by Tarte and I love it. It has so many pretty shades that are super wearable in my opinion. The tones are very much up my alley. And the shade that I've been using most is this one. It's just a really beautiful, like lit from within peachy pink color. Just been really impressed with this palette. I also love that it has a mirror, like the size of the compact is really nice. I feel like palettes can be hit or miss because sometimes I'm just not going to use all the shades, but this is one that I feel like I will get use out of all of them. So let's talk eyeshadow. These have newly hit my list. These are a holiday release. They are also by Tarte and I love them. Again, I feel like sometimes people look at holiday palettes and probably think like, I may or may not use this, but I found myself using both of these palettes nonstop and I cannot wait to show them to you. So it's $54 for 2 of them. Here is the first palette. This one is warm toned, so many beautiful shades. It has a good mix of mattes and shimmers. I'm wearing this palette today. I love it so much. And then it has a cooler toned palette as well. And I love that. I didn't know if I would like find myself grabbing for this, but I definitely have. Both are really stunning. Let's see if I can hold them up. Here they are. Yeah, both are really stunning. They both have really great shades that are actually wearable. I love the color theory going on in both palettes. And both of them have like a really good balance of mattes and shimmers, some pops of color, and then still like very wearable neutrals as well. And then moving on to 2 of my more wearable palettes that I feel like are good for the neutral lover. I love this chocolate brown one from Huda Beauty. I just find myself gravitating towards this a lot. I love the shades in here. I love the variation of mattes and shimmers in here. I can do all kinds of looks, so I feel like it's super wearable, and I've used this for events from like a wedding to just normal everyday looks. Super versatile, and I love the matte colors in here. And then we all know, this should not be surprising, my holy grail most favorite palette ever is this one, the Too Faced Natural Nudes. I still love this palette so much. It is so beautiful. I could live with just this palette really for all of time. I feel like it has every single shade that I really love and like want and need, and it's so aesthetically pleasing, and the balance of mattes and shimmers is so perfect. Here are 2 mascara faves. This first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara. It is a absolute holy grail of mine and I'm wearing it today. I think it makes my lashes look so good. I love it so much. I love how it lifts, it lengthens, it gives volume. I feel like it looks good in photos or when I'm filming, which is super important to me. So yeah, overall, this is just one of my most used mascaras and I think it is so pretty. I also love the packaging. I think the packaging is just absolutely gorgeous as well. And then the other mascara that is a new launch from this year that I've been loving is the Tubing Mascara from Tarte. I didn't know what to expect with this, and I'll be honest, I have such a love and attachment to the Man Eater Mascara from Tarte. I was like, how's this gonna compare to my fave? But I do really love this one. It coats the lashes, hence tubing, but in the most beautiful way. I feel like sometimes you see tubing mascaras and you think like spider legs. I do anyways. I feel like sometimes it just doesn't look good, but not this one. This one is really beautiful. It coats the lashes, it makes them look thick and luscious, it gives volume, but it also lengthens and it separates really nicely, which I like, and I love how it looks on the top and bottom, and it's just a super like jet black mascara too, which I love. So these two would definitely be my recs. I would have had the Man-Eater mascara in this little lineup as well, but I don't know why Sephora does not carry it. Super strange, but I do love that one too. All right, and then let's move on to lips. So everyone, I feel like, knows about the Rare Beauty lip liners and lipsticks that launched this year. I have tried them all, and this is my favorite. All of them are beautiful, so it's just a color preference. I love Humble, and I love that you have a matching liner and lipstick. It just makes things so easy. This shade to me is really wearable. It's like a pinky nude, and it's just super pretty. Definitely a color that I just gravitate towards and really like on myself, and the formula of these is really nice. They last long. It is matte, but I feel like it's super comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's drying at all, which I really like. And then these have been a longtime fave of mine. I really like the Huda Beauty lip liners and lipsticks. These two in particular. This one is Pinky Brown, and then this is the lipstick in Buttercup, which is like a gorgeous, another like pinky nude shade, which I'll swatch these for you guys. These liners are so good. They're super creamy, super pigmented. They last forever. These lipsticks are a little bit more sheer and creamy, but that's them here. So a little bit cooler toned than the Rare Beauty ones that I shared first, but another great pinky option if you are into that. And just options in general. Again, like these are the shades and colors that I like, but they have a bunch more color options too. And then I'm so behind on the train when it comes to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I don't even know what I was trying to say. Pillow Talk lipstick and liner. They're really beautiful, and I don't know why I thought this shade was so much darker than it is, but it's really beautiful and it's super wearable for every day. So I love this lipstick and liner combo. Honestly, it's extremely similar to the Rare Beauty Humble lipstick and liner. This is Pillow Talk right here, but I've just been loving these two, and they last and wear really nicely too, which is always a bonus. Oh, and then I had snagged the Pillow Talk lip gloss, which, so I got all three of these in a bundle from somewhere else, but I think Sephora for the holidays has a bundle that has all three of these plus another lip product in it too, and I have been wearing them nonstop. I have the gloss on today with this lipstick that I have in my favorites. This is from Milk Cosmetics. It's the shade Hora, and it is one of my favorite lipstick shades ever. This is like a true like pinky shade, and I'm obsessed with it. It is so light and so pretty. So whether you just want to like brighten up your lip shade or you want to wear this on your own, I'm obsessed. I love it. So yeah, this is my lip combo today. This lipstick and then the Pillow Talk gloss. I have two other lip glosses. I know it looks like I have four because there's three over here, but these are all the same, that I must tell you all about. So the lip oil from Kosas is so beautiful. This is my favorite shade. It is Unzipped, and I love these. The top is really cute, and let me just swatch it here. That is it right there. It's just really glowy and stunning. It wears well. It's super like comfy and hydrating. So these have a ton of shade options as well. These are some of my absolute favorites. It's the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss. They are so beautiful. They come in so many shades. They plump your lips. They feel so good. If you're somebody who likes a lip plumper but you don't like the burning or the stinging sensation that most of them have, try this out because it doesn't do that. And it has something to do with the way that they're formulated and like the technology of them. But these are 3 of my favorite shades. This one is Daisy Pink, and it is truly, it's hard to see because it's like the glass is frosted, but truly it's like a bright pink and it's so pretty. I obviously like pink if you can't tell, but that is like a really bright pink if you're into that. And then these 2 are Annie and Glazed. They're same but different. Annie is probably like my most used. Oh, it's just like so wearable and pretty. It's like a pale pink. And then Glazed is very similar. It just has this like frosting glazed look to it and finish to it, which we love. But these are like just so creamy, hydrating. I love the way they feel on the lips. They layer well with other lipsticks, or you could just do a liner and these alone and they look gorgeous. All right, you guys, well, that is going to wrap up and conclude today's video. I hope you all enjoyed seeing a roundup of my recent Sephora favorites for the sale. I feel like this was the chit-chattiest video I've had in the longest time. So let me know if you want to see more makeup roundups like this, or what kind of beauty videos you want to see from me. But I'd love to know what you all end up picking up from the sale if you do any shopping, and let me know if there's any other recommendations that I can share and help you guys out with. But love you so much. Thank you for tuning back in and watching, and until next time. Sweet concussion, oh, you miss my touching.